Hi, it's me, Boo, and I am back with another review. This is on one particular house, and that's Agent Provocateur. I did not much care for the original Agent Provocateur. Um, I'm not even going to describe to you what I thought it smelled like, but I didn't like it. It was too, at the time, but I tried it many, many years ago, and it was too old ladyish for me, and that's all I'll say. Um, I was really hesitant when I first try a fragrance by a house that I've never explored before, and it's a repellent. It is one of those horrendous nose rockets that blows your mind in a bad way. I will be turned off from the house, and it'll be really difficult for me to go past that first bottle and explore the house further to see if there's some other fragrances that I might like from them. I'm notorious for that. So I was really proud of myself when I ordered a couple samples from Agent Provocateur House this last year. And one of them I tried and fell in love with was L'Agent by Agent Provocateur. And don't you love these bottles? They're like girly grenades or something. Mm. And this is one thing. They do remind me of the Juliet Has a Gun line in the fact that they're very powdery smelling. At least the Agent Provocateurs that I've smelled, which has only been three. And the Juliet Has a Gun, I've smelled most of that line, and they're a very powdery uh, uh, base. There's a powdery base to their fragrances. Same holds true for Agent Provocateur. Um, but they smell really nothing to me like JHAG. Um, this is a very kind of a tangy floral um, with a touch of ambers and just a touch of vanilla in there when it dries down. Now this one is a beast when you first spray it on. I mean, even in the cooler months and weather, I don't go more than 2 sprays with this because that will last me all day and project like crazy. Same with the Sillage. I mean, this is really worth the money. This is a full 100 ml bottle, but they come in smaller bottles. I'll show you here in a minute. So let me tell you what's in it. Top opening burst with pink pepper, Davana oil, rosewood, ylang ylang, and angelica. Amazingly powerful and tempting heart blends floral notes of bourbon geranium, May rose, sambac jasmine, tuberose, and osmanthus. I usually can't stand tuberose or white flowers, so I'm really surprised because I don't get a whole lot of white flowers per se in this. I do get some florals, but not that tangy, coochie kind of white flower smell. The base includes the darkest and most enigmatic ingredients of patchouli, sandalwood, amber crystals, tonka bean, labdanum, myrrh, black incense, and musk. Oh, there's the incense. so, and here it says, in addition to the pyramidal structure, the perfume composition also contains a new secret ingredient of pheromones guaranteeing heart-winning excitement. I from what I understand, when they put pheromones, they're like artificial pheromones or potentially animal pheromones, because as I understand it, we haven't been able to actually bottle human pheromones and be able to put those in, not really. And so I don't know if the whole pheromone thing is a bunch of BS or what, but I don't buy into it. I've tried some of those pheromone sprays. Now, granted, my husband can't smell a lot of things because he got that chemical burn in his sinuses years back. But that shouldn't really affect how he perceives pheromones. Well, it should to some degree, but not completely. And it didn't do anything for him. Whereas some of my other perfumes, like Ombre Nagila and things like that, really, he likes those. So anyway, some people say this smells similar to, or a couple people say, 1889 Moulin Rouge by Histoire des Parfums. Now, I've smelled that one. I've done a thing on a bunch of the Histoire samples, and I don't much think it smells like 1889. 1889 to me, the Moulin Rouge one smelled very antique-y. It smelled like perfumes did back in the 70s, in my opinion, and it just wasn't for me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So anyway, that's L'Agent by Agent Provocateur. And the other one I have from this house is my favorite from this house, and that's Strip. I love this one. I don't know if you can see it there, but it comes in the red bottle. It's the only one that does, as I understand it. So anyway, this one is yummy. It's a very kind of a powdery, ambery vanilla smell, and it's just, I love this one. I haven't tested this one on my husband yet. I've been wearing this a lot to work and stuff because it's unlike L'Agent, Strip is much more of a personal scent. It doesn't have as beastly of a projection and sillage as L'Agent does. So I wouldn't wear that one to work. No, I wouldn't wear L'Agent. I wouldn't wear it to work out. I would wear it to go out, and that's about it, or around the house just for me. Strip, though, is much more safe. Again, it's a little too sexy for me to wear to the gym, but not so sexy I can wear it for work or to go out. It's much more versatile, I think, because it isn't the projection beast as L'Agent. Anyway, like I said, it's a really nice, powdery, ambery vanilla. And let's see what they say. I get most of my info off of Fragrantica. Let's see. The main note of the composition blends sweet, exotic, aphrodisiac ylang ylang, noble iris, and its woodsy and powdery nuances with spicy accord of geranium bourbon. The sensual floral mix dynamically unfolds into the warm and sensual amber base. Exotic woods, vetiver, and musk are so seductive and provocative, they simply unveil for your most intimate fantasies. It was launched in '07, and starting to get a little Penthouse Forum there for a minute. And some people say it smells similar to, what did that say? Aki by Tan Roca or Prada Intense by Prada. I haven't smelled either one of those. But everybody else says that it's pretty much, it's long lasting, and I agree to that. And that it's moderate to heavy in its sillage. And I agree with that. It's moderate to me in its sillage, and it does last a long time. But it is not the beast that L'Agent is. And this is the 50 ml. Yeah, this is the 50, and then it also comes in, I think this is the 100. Yeah, so I don't think there's any in-betweens. And that's one thing I would love to see from more perfume houses is I think they would sell more perfume if they wouldn't just limit us to these big, huge bottles. I mean, I am much more apt to buy smaller bottles, like a 1 ounce bottle, than I am right now of buying a 100 ml bottle. I'd much rather get a 30. I've got more room for that. I've got a lot of perfume, and I love variety, but I don't want to waste either, so I'm really into, like I said before, buying the smaller bottles. And I don't know. I don't know why perfume houses don't make more different sizes, a variety of sizes than they do, because I think they'd sell more perfume if they did. But, you know, that's just me. What do I know? So anyway, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and I'll be seeing you soon.